Hey YouTube, Goochmonster VSG coming at you with my week 7 update. Wow, I can't believe it's been 7 weeks already. Time's flying. So I'm playing hooky today. Shh. Actually, I really didn't feel well this morning, but I feel fine now. And I wasn't going into work. So I've been picking up the house, cleaning a lot, doing a bunch of laundry, did some dishes, and that's super fun. I was trying to convince some people to come over and help me, but they volunteered to not do it. So, anyway. So 7 weeks today, and I did something funny this morning. I was like, yeah, geez, I'm 7 weeks out. When did I make my first video? And I went back and I looked, and it was actually 7 weeks pre-op. So, I watched it, and for those of you that have watched my very first video, all of it, God bless you, and I'm sorry. For those of you who have not watched it, who are like newer subscribers, please don't watch it. Don't torture yourself like that. It's long and wow. Anyway, but I wanted to kind of see where I was, mentally and physically, 14 weeks ago. And I got a good idea. It was kind of cool, actually, to watch it. I saw, what I was thinking and what I was prepping for, and a lot. I think I was right on a lot of stuff and way off on some stuff, and it just depends. The things I thought I knew back then, I was like, oh, I don't know that. Now, after the surgery happens, you don't know what you think you know. But it was really interesting just to see myself. The way I looked 14 weeks ago 14 weeks ago I was about 270 pounds. Yeah, it's between 270 and like 275. Today I'm 215. 14 weeks later, I'm 215 pounds. So I know I said it was either last week or the week before, and this shit works. It really does. Like, I can't even comprehend somebody getting this tool, because it's a tool. Someone getting this tool and not losing weight. It may not be drastic and it may not be fast, but I mean, you can't physically eat much. So unless you're physically eating cookies all day, anybody who has this tool that wants to succeed will. I think that's a good way to say it. If you want this to work, there's no way it won't work as long as you want it to. So it's really weird. I had my doubts. I'm sure everybody had their doubts. I'm sure people who are pre-op still have their doubts. But this shit works. That's all I got. End of story. Shit works. So anyway, so if you did watch the video, I know I've mentioned it a couple times since then. My main reason for having the surgery was not to lose weight. It's a wonderful side effect for me. Wonderful. I love it. But I had 2 comorbidities. I was just diagnosed with diabetes when it happened, when I decided to do this, and I had severe sleep apnea. So, diabetes, I feel like it's gone. I don't know over 100% yet. I do have, I think my blood work is next week. I'm pretty sure my blood work is next week. It'll be my first panel since surgery, so it should tell me, because my A1C was like right there, and it had gone down a little bit, like a couple of like percentages of a point, a couple months after, when I really changed the way I eat. Now I feel good, and I don't feel the way I did then, so I'm guessing it's gone, but I'll find out for sure. This is not decaf. Yeah. No more decaf. Well, I still drink decaf, but I have decaf at night now. So the other thing, sleep apnea. A few people have asked, but I know Ryan's Journey had just messaged me the other day asking how it was. I don't know if I wasn't around when I answered him, but he didn't answer back, so I don't know if you saw it. So Ryan, if you're watching, here's your answer. So it's not gone, but it is 1,000 times better. But I mean, it's only 7 weeks out. It's gonna go. The way my CPAP machine, my CPAP mask is actually, it's not like a full face one like a lot of people, or like a nose covered one. Mine is kind of really cool looking. It looks like a snorkel that sits under your nose with these two little like pillows that, not really pillows, but they're two little like rubber things that like sit on your nose, and it just rests there. So, you know, it's always, you know, you sleep with your mouth closed, it's no problem. The pressure keeps everything closed, it's all good. So the two things that I've noticed in the past, probably, it's been a bit, 5 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, I am sleeping so much better. I actually get restful sleep now every night. Every single night I actually get restful sleep. And the other thing is, excuse me, is I get the pressure that it pushes actually forces my mouth open, and it's never done that before. So, but I mean, I've lost a lot in here, so it's working. Did I talk about this last week? I don't know. Maybe I did. Whatever. I just talked about it again. If you don't like it, fast forward it. So yeah. So I'm guessing in a couple months, maybe by Tampa. I don't know. Hopefully. That's kind of like one little mini goal I have, is to not have to bring my CPAP machine to Tampa. That would be nice. Speaking of Tampa, I'm not sure. I think it's possible. I think it is actually possible for me to reach under 200 pounds by Tampa. I'll be pretty stoked, because that would mean I would be almost at my goal, my weight goal. So that would be pretty cool. So we'll see about that, because there's a lot of stuff going on in Tampa. What happens in Tampa stays in Tampa, unless it's on. Oh yeah, I'm coming at you from my new iPad. I sucked it up and I bought a 128 gig iPad Air because they were on sale. I was agonizing over buying one for probably like 3 months. Wanted that 128 really bad, didn't want to spend the money, but they were on sale for really cheap, well, really cheaper. So I got one. So we'll see if the video quality is different. So yeah. So let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Grocery shopping and cooking. I am still in that fat guy mindset. Like, I don't know if it's fat guy mindset or just Italian guy mindset. I still buy way too much food at the grocery store. I can't possibly eat it all. Luckily, I am good friends with my landlord who lives upstairs. And I'll buy way too much of something and say, oh, and I'll just say, oh, hey, I got some food for you. And I bring it upstairs and put it in his fridge. And he's like, yeah. He buys like cheapo yogurt, and I buy the good stuff, and I always buy too much. And, you know, I'm always like, oh, what, 2 for $4, 2 for $5, 2 for $3? What? Oh, let me get 2 of those. And I buy 2 of everything. I don't know. So, and cooking, I still have not, with the exception of like little things that I make in the crock pot, I still do not make small enough portions. I end up throwing stuff away or bringing it upstairs. But I'm getting better at it. I'm just still not there yet. I did make some kind of cool things the other night. I'm going to tweak the recipe a little bit, and I may actually do another video, cooking video, on them. They were kind of a modification of something I actually saw on BettyCrocker.com. I wasn't even looking at it, but it popped up in a link, and I was like, ooh, those look good. They were these little ham and cheese puff things. And they actually use them with Bisquick. And I had just recently bought some Carb Quick, which is low carb Bisquick from Nutrition. And so I tried them. They need some tweaking. They need a little more seasoning. They need something. Overall, though, they were pretty good. Again, I would made way too many, so I brought them upstairs. You know, I cut the recipe in half, and it still made like 40 of them. Serving size from, you know, for somebody who is, I would say, 3 to 6 months out might be 2. Serving size for me is 1. Serving size for Aries is 5. My thumb was there too, but I'm holding my doohickey. So luckily, I have my dog. He eats them. And I'm actually not even able to eat my bacon jerky fast enough, so Aries helps me with that too. And I'm bringing a shit ton of bacon jerky to Tampa. So get on my good side. Hit the thumbs up button. Something. So yeah. So there's that. And one really cool thing that happened over the weekend, other than the fact that I got to hang out with Lauren and Bobby, which was a lot of fun. And I know Lauren said it in her video today, but yeah, Bobby had a really eventful weekend. I will save that information for him to share. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I met with them. You know, Lauren went and picked him up, and he made a special trip. I was really psyched about that because I couldn't meet with everybody else on Sunday because my niece turned 10 and it was her birthday party. So the birthday party was cool because, I mean, it's always cool because, you know, my nieces and nephews are awesome, and you know, I always have a lot of fun with them. But it was really cool because the only family members I've seen since Christmas have been my mom and my sister, and I saw them once, like 2 weeks ago. It was like I walked in the house and took off my jacket, and like everybody stopped, and they were just like, and it felt really funny for a second because I knew they were all clearly looking at me. But, you know, compliments started, you know, rolling in, and, you know, some of them were, not everybody at the party actually knew I had surgery. You know, we didn't tell the kids I was having surgery. And they were all like, oh my God, Uncle Chris, what did you do? What happened? You know, my godson, who's 14, he's like, dude, what the heck happened to you? What are you, taking Hydroxycut? I almost lost it. I almost died laughing right in his face. And then, my cousin's mother-in-law was there, and she, God bless her, but I was, I'll get to the food of the party in a minute, but I was eating, the stuff, I'll get into the stuff I didn't eat, but, they had, like, some of those big giant, you know, like, 3-foot-long subs that they just cut into, like, you know, like 1-inch slices. So I took one of those, you know, I'm like, I'll just eat a little bit of the meat out of it. So I ate, like, it was probably a combined total of an ounce of cold cuts. And the woman she's like, oh, honey, you need to eat more than that. If you keep eating that little, your stomach's going to shrink. And I started laughing, and I was like, oh, honey, I don't think my stomach could shrink any more than it possibly could. And my mom was sitting right there, and my aunt, and they knew I had the surgery, and they were just pissing themselves laughing. So it was kind of amusing. But yeah, I was actually pretty proud of myself because, you know, the total Italian thing, you know, my cousin made, you know, a bunch of pasta and sauce and meatballs and sausage and whatever. And it all smelled really good, but I had no desire to eat it, which was cool. I did end up having like a little slice of sausage, you know, which a normal person would consider it like half a bite. But it was good, and I actually ate that, and I was full. And then I actually ate like the meat out of that sandwich like 2 hours later. I did come prepared. I had stopped on the way, and I picked up one of the Muscle Milk Lights. I'd never had them before, and I figured out what the hell, why not? Because there's a vitamin shop like on the way. So stopped, tried it. It was actually pretty good. It's worlds better than the Pure Protein, because Pure Protein, don't fucking buy this. The Premier Protein pre-made, they're drinkable. You know, I don't love them, but they'll do in a pinch. These, I actually would have bought some. I was at the mall today, and there was a GNC there last time I was there, like 2 months ago, and it's not there anymore. I was going to buy some, even though I hate GNC, but it was convenient. So I ended up not. So, but yeah, they're pretty good. The Muscle Milk Lights, they were really low sugar, low carbs, and tasted good. So, 1.5 thumbs up. What else? Let's see, what else do I got? Oh, so I have discovered that I do have a transfer addiction. It is called buying things, which really sucks because I keep buying things, especially t-shirts. New one on right now. In the past month, I have probably bought more than one t-shirt a day, which is sad. But whatever, I'm not spending the money on food, so I don't really care. And I do need new t-shirts because none of my old ones fit. So it's not the end of the world. And then I got an e-coupon for swimwear from Amazon. Big shock, right? And then I was like, oh shit, I haven't bought like swimming trunks or anything in like 10 years. I'm going to need some of those for Tampa. So I got a couple pairs of those. So I think they're shipping today. Or they might have shipped yesterday. I don't know. So yeah, but t-shirts, it's bad. It's just really bad. I need to like give somebody my credit card and just walk away. I bought 2 more today. Just because they were on sale. So yeah. So numbers. Let's talk numbers. Highest weight, 299. Weight when I started at the weight center, 281. Last week, 219.4. Today, 215. That's down 4.4, which is exactly what I lost last week, too, 4.4. So down 36 since surgery, 84 something from my highest. So, yeah, one more time. This shit works. So, that's all I got. I've rambled way too long. I did not want to make this video this long. So, I am going to just remind everybody that it is not just a journey, it's an adventure. So, peace.